Hey business warriors, well, Bitcoin finally hit that all-important $60,000 level this morning, and as of the time of recording of this video, it's hovering around 59,985 or something like that. So really just $5,000 away from that all-time high of approximately $65,000. But why? Well, the reason is that traders and investors are optimistic that the SEC, or Securities and Exchange Commission, will approve a new Bitcoin ETF. It is called the ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF, and it is scheduled to go live on the New York Stock Exchange next Tuesday. That is, if the Securities and Exchange Commission does not object. Right now, it seems like they won't block it, and that is because this is a Bitcoin futures ETF, not a pure Bitcoin ETF, i.e. it is not backed by physical Bitcoin. Wait a minute, physical Bitcoin? That's not a thing. Maybe let's say literal Bitcoin or actual Bitcoin, or you know what I mean. And the futures market is a regulated market, unlike Bitcoin itself. And this is why many analysts believe that the SEC will not object to it. One analyst told CNBC that he thinks there is a 75% chance of approval. Another analyst, Matthew Hogan, Chief Investment Officer of Bitwise Asset Management, said, "The smallest step the SEC can take right now is to launch a Bitcoin futures market because it is a regulated market. So if this all goes ahead and launches, you can expect some price action. No doubt a pump on Monday, followed by maybe a little bit of a sell-off on Tuesday as traders who are using short-term trading strategies take their profits. You know, buy the rumor, sell the news." And I'm not talking about a huge crash, just maybe, a 10% sell-off, which is small in crypto terms. And that will be followed by steady gains after that, because if this one ETF goes live, it makes way for a load of others, such as the Invesco Bitcoin Strategy ETF, the Van Eck Bitcoin Strategy ETF, the Valkyrie Bitcoin Strategy ETF, and the Galaxy Bitcoin Strategy ETF, all of which have filed with the SEC, and they are all Bitcoin futures ETFs. So if this first one goes live, the others should too. Now, this will bring an influx of Wall Street money into Bitcoin and make it available to more and more mainstream investors. So how high will it go? Well, let's talk about one theory that has been applied to Bitcoin's price rises, and that is Metcalfes Law, which states that the bigger a network gets, the more valuable it is. I think Forbes gives a great example in explaining Metcalfes Law. They say if you're the only person on Facebook or TikTok, it would not be useful. Yet with billions of users on these services, they are very useful. It's because there are lots of other people on these platforms that they are useful, i.e. if you post something on Facebook, loads of people will see it. And that is valuable. And thus with Bitcoin, if there are loads of people using Bitcoin on the network, then you have loads of other people to exchange Bitcoin with for products and services, and there are loads of other people for you to sell your Bitcoin to when you want to liquidate, and this will drive the price up.
As the network gets bigger, and the network has grown already exponentially, price goes up even more exponentially from there. That's Metcalfes Law.
So how high could it go? Well, that gentleman speaking just now, who is the Fidelity Investments Director of Global Macro, Jurian Timmer, thinks that it will go to $100,000 by the year 2023. But he's not talking about a massive pump up to 100 and then a crash. He's talking about an actual stable price of $100,000.
Maybe it gets there in a very non-linear way, because if we know one thing, it's that Bitcoin doesn't move in a straight line. So who knows? Maybe it goes to 200 first and then to 100, and maybe that's the base for the next bear market.
Cathie Wood of ARK Invest predicted $500,000 Bitcoin in the next 5 years. And I would also say that that is a likely prediction. I personally think that Bitcoin could hit $100,000 by the end of this year. I can totally see that happening. No guarantees that will happen, but I can totally see it happening. But I don't think it will stay there. I think it will then crash, and the $65,000 all-time high that we have right now could possibly become the next support level, and it could rise to a true stable price of $100,000 by the year 2023, like Mr. Timmer suggests. But let's get back to Tuesday's potential ETF launch. What if the SEC objects at the very last minute? Well, in that case, I can see Bitcoin dropping back down to the low 50,000s level, maybe 52,000, 53,000, and then just steadily rising from there. And that would present some buying opportunities, and really it's only a matter of time before we see Bitcoin ETFs start trading. They're going to be coming sooner or later, and like we saw in that CNBC article, this is literally the smallest step that the SEC could take. All right, guys, that is the video. If you like Bitcoin, a great way to earn some is with the BlockFi Rewards Visa Signature Card. You can earn unlimited 1.5% back in the form of Bitcoin on all your purchases. They also have interest accounts, and you can earn up to 8% interest on cryptocurrency stored in your account. And you can get a bonus of up to $250 worth of Bitcoin when you open an account. Links for both of those are below. Guys, please subscribe to my channel if you are new. Please leave your Bitcoin price predictions below. I'd love to hear what you think. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.